Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there friends, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. And today we're going to be looking at verses 7 and 8 here in Psalm 47. This psalm about our God who is a great king. He is a great king over who? Over all the peoples, over all the earth. He's over Jacob, over all of Israel, because he's in covenant with them. He is a God that comes with a shout and the sound of a trumpet. He is most high and terrible. That is, that his glory is overwhelming. His beauty is hard to be understood. And today we're going to read about this king, this God. We're going to find out more about him. Also, that he is worthy of praise. You notice that yesterday we had that verb for praise, sing praise, there 4 times. And each time used as a command. Sing praises is an imperative. It's a command for us to do. And so he's worthy of it. We're commanded to do it. We're commanded to shout and clap our hands with the voice of triumph. And we're to sing praises to him. Now we're going to see that also again today as we read verse 7. So if you have your Bible there, I want you to look at verse 7 and 8, and allow me, please, to read for us those 2 verses. For God is the King of all the earth. Sing ye praises with understanding. God reigneth over the heathen. God sitteth upon the throne of his holiness. That's verses 7 and 8. And we begin with the explanation of why we're to sing praise, just like what we had there between verses 1 and 2. We had the key clause, for the Lord. So now we have for God. So up in verse 1, clap your hands, all you people, shout unto God with the voice of triumph. Why? Because the key there, the key clause is why. Why are we doing this? For the Lord Most High is terrible. That's why we're doing it. He is the great king over all the earth. That's why we're doing it. So here we had in verse 6, sing praise, sing praise, sing praise, sing praise. Why? Verse 7 tells us the why. For God is the king of all the earth. Basically, we have the same thing said a little bit differently. Same thing that we had in verse 2. He's the king over all the earth. There is nothing that is not under his reign. Everything in the earth is under his reign. He is in control of all of it. His territory extends to all the earth. And then you'll notice that it says there in 7, sing ye praises with understanding. Isn't that great? With understanding. Well, that word understanding is our word maskil, which we have a lot in the introduction to these psalms. You know, it'll say that this is a psalm of David, a maskil. And so a maskil is something that is to be taught. It's for understanding. It's so you can learn. And so we're to sing praises with understanding. That is, that we're singing praises to this king, who's king of all the earth, king of all the people, king of Israel. And he is worthy of that praise. Verse 8 says, God reigns over the heathen. Now, this is just like what we had in verse 1, isn't it? In verse 1, we had, clap your hands, all ye people. And I said that includes every family group, every tribe, every nation. It's just everyone, every human. Well, in 4, we made a division because there's an inheritance for us. He will subdue people under us. And now we talk about the heathen. So that division is here again seen, but it's over the heathen. God sitteth upon the throne of his holiness. So we continue the division, but he is still over everyone. But the heathen, God reigns over them as well. He reigns over Israel. He reigns over every single person. And then we end with this beautiful phrase, God sits upon the throne of his holiness. His throne is holy. It is righteous. It is full of truth and peace. This is not a throne of abuse. No, this is a throne of holiness. And so it's wonderful to know that over all of us, there is a God who sits on a throne of holiness. Well, I hope you'll join me again tomorrow. We're going to look at verse 9 here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, Check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.